Hello.
Oh man!
This is ZDS people. I am Gentleman. We also have Bio, Eversmann, and Alchemist.
Hey.
Alchemist is playing Just Cause 2 demo, and we're all going to talk about it. So, BioX, you can take it from here.
Wow, thanks for that incredible intro, gentlemen. There is no way anyone could ever top that. But yeah, so the demo is out, and generally the thought of us all is it's a great game and we all are going to buy it, except for Eversmann. Eversmann, are you thinking of actually buying it, or?
Yes, I actually am. I like the game.
I don't want to buy it.
And what do you find so great about it?
Because it is really fun and you can blow up things, attach to them, and be blown up with them. You can also attach people to various objects such as buildings, cars, motorbikes, and stuff like that, and you can drag them, which is extremely fun.
You sound like
May I
Microsoft
just...
Sam.
Is it just me, or is he sounding like Microsoft Sam?
He does. But
Yes.
doesn't matter now.
He sounds
Alright.
like Microsoft Sam.
Okay, so it's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a little audio thing. Alright, James, you are also very, very much hyped for the game. You played the demo a lot.
I fucking love this game.
Okay, and what is it? You also love the first one. How does it compare to the first one?
It doesn't really feel the same, because in the first one the grappling hook was a gun rather than just being attached all the time, so it doesn't sound like a huge difference, but it's like it just changes the whole pace of the game, and it does feel
Well,
dramatically different.
I can
I
understand I can understand that it's fairly different in the fact that you now always have access to the grappling hook, whereas the other one would be a selectable item.
Now, before it was much more sort of... They're both action focused, but this one is much more... the action is much quicker and faster paced, whereas before you'd be sort of sneaking around, trying to get some sneaky kills in as well. And then this one you have much more health, you can take out much more enemies, you have much more ammo, and they've just pretty much gone for an action film feel, and they've nailed it.
And would you reckon that because you have much more health and it's much more arcadey, would you reckon it's too easy maybe?
No, you have more health and you have more ammo, but then at the same time you have many more enemies, so it's not gotten easier, it's just everything's been scaled up. So
And they're quite accurate. They can hit you from far away.
Yeah.
they can, but then that's what dodging and stunts are for.
So what they effectively done made the whole fight more epic, bigger, more explosions, much more action film-like.
Yes, they have.
Graphics, what do we think of that? We're all playing the PC version, we are all PC gamers, what do you think of the graphics?
I like them.
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah,
what kind of... Alright.
When you think about
The
it,
graphics
it's a huge...
is pretty good. It has some advanced effects. The water is done great. But overall, the textures can be a bit blurry, and when you look at the distance, it's kind of... You can see that they're kind of low res. And
Okay.
in general, the graphics is pretty good, but nothing like groundbreaking or something.
One
But the fact that you just say the water is great,
Yeah.
have you ever... I
There's
mean,
no water
we've seen the Nvidia video, promotion video of the graphics wherein we saw the water, but we have not been able to reach water in the demo, have we?
Yes, I've reached the water in the demo. There is a part of the map where you can go where there's a small river, and
Alright.
you can actually reach it there and swim around and see the water, and it's actually done pretty well. And I don't have the GPU water thingy on in the advanced option, so maybe that would make it look even better.
And
I
why?
just thought... Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead.
There is another place in the mod where you can get to water, but it will mean you have to die, because rather than just making big invisible walls around the edge of the demo, they've just, if you go past the boundaries of the demo, a timer will start, and then if you go down to the bottom of that timer, your character will die and you'll have to respawn. But if you're in a
Right.
really fast car, you can drive fast enough past the limit so that you crash your car into water. Just thought I'd throw
Where-
that out there.
Oh, my parents.
Yeah, but I have to say, I think they kinda could be a bit more lenient in that time limit, because I had the fact that I jumped and I saw water, so I was flying there with my parachute. Then I saw the timer kicking in, you're leaving the demo area. So I was turning around, but I was not fast enough to get back, so I died.
That's true.
You really get too little time for that.
There was a really
Unless-
annoying part of the demo as well, where I was messing around with a bike on this cliff, and I was doing all kinds of wacky things, and I drove my bike really fast over the edge of the cliff, and then right on the edge of the cliff, that's where the demo limit ends. So I couldn't get back up the cliff because it was just too difficult. And so I had to just wait for them to go down, and I had to die. And then I respawned, and it was annoying.
Yeah, I think the graphics are pretty impressive considering the world is that huge. If you think about it, if this would have really good graphics, or better than they are now, it probably won't work out that well on the PCs.
Well,
Not
on
even
the
the
PCs, I
consoles.
don't know. On the consoles, it won't work out that well. On the
Yeah.
PC, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still, that huge terrain requires some graphics downgrade in order to work at a playable frame rate.
Yeah, and we can all agree that the graphics look good. I mean, it's a good looking game.
One thing, it doesn't particularly look. I mean, it looks good, but they do things that make it look
Even
amazing,
better,
but not.
yeah.
Yeah, they do things that are sort of, the graphics don't actually get better, but in the way they use them makes them much better. Like they often make explosions purposely go off behind you, so bits of explosion come into your screen, but you don't get the bulk of the explosion, so you don't actually see the effect, but it still works.
If we need to compare this game to any other game we know or have even played, what would you compare it to?
Just
In
Cause
terms
1.
of gameplay. Just Cause 1, Evers?
That was cheap. That was so cheap.
I'd say it reminds me of Mercenaries 2. It has a similar concept
Oh, yeah.
because you're like a guy that goes around the world and blows everything up, shoots people, does missions, demoralizes the enemy soldiers,
Different factions.
and wins hearts and minds of local population. It's kind of similar to Mercenaries 2, at least to me. And even in terms of graphics, it's also kind of similar.
Yeah. No, I agree. I know the game as well, so that's it's pretty much up there. The same type of concept, basically. Alchemist, what would you compare it to?
I would say Far Cry 2, but in third person, especially because of the setting. I think it looks a lot like Far Cry 2.
But the thing with that is, the setting is actually, there's like urban settings, there's snowy settings, and we've just got the desert setting in the demo, but in the full game there's all sorts of, like, a huge range of settings.
Yeah, well, guess
So
what? I
let it
didn't play the full game. I played the demo, and I compared the demo to Far Cry 2.
Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Don't make a German mad. It won't end well. Yeah, if I were to compare it to anything, I would say Prototype, in the same way how free you are moving about stuff. You really are. The game is really lenient in what you survive and what you don't survive. Falling to your death is rare, mostly because you have that easy parachute, which you can like equip and de-equip during a fall. So dying from that is not really a valid way to go.
Adding on to that is earlier on I was playing on it, and I was in a helicopter, and this other helicopter came up behind me and started shooting at me, and I was trying to turn around, but I wasn't very good at it. And it managed to set fire to my helicopter and knock off my rotor, so I was falling down in a burning helicopter. And I thought, just leave it. And I hit the ground, the helicopter exploded, my character flew out, and then just landed on the floor, got up, carried on fighting. So I mean, dying is... You can do a lot of things.